What's going on, everybody? My name is Syracuse and welcome back to my modded Minecraft world. I've done a lot of grinding off camera. I did a lot of mining. I've gotten some basic technology set up, and I've kind of cleaned up the village, so I figured I'd give you a little tour, and then I'm thinking on camera we'll try and make the Mekanism jetpack so we can get some basic flight enabled. So in here, this is the main building where we're setting up. We've got our chest for storage. We've got the Project E transmutation table, so I can put stuff in here that I don't want, and I'll get EMC out of it based on the item. And then I can exchange that for resources. So I put in 4 rotten flesh, and I got 128 EMC. So I could pull out 1 copper ingot, and I'll have just traded the rotten flesh for copper ingot. So I'm thinking I'll put the gravel in there and kind of build up. We have the alchemical chests from Project E, which is giving us a lot more storage. This one I've got set up to all my machines. We have the pulverizer from thermal expansion to double our ores. So we put our ores in here and we'll get 2 times the dust. And that automatically goes into the furnace by using the config over here. So you see that's blue and that's blue, so it's accepting from that left side, which is where the pulverizer is. And then I've got the orange going into the chest, so it's automatically outputting into this chest. We got the redstone furnace, which is going to smelt everything. We have the metallurgic infuser, which is from Mekanism. So you put redstone or coal or diamond in here, and it'll fuse with like the ingot you put in here, so you can do like redstone and iron, and it'll get the reinforced alloy. This is the enrichment chamber. This helps us so we use the resources for the metallurgic infuser a lot more efficiently. So 1 redstone, if you put it directly into the metallurgic infuser, it'll only give you 1 process, so you can only make 1 reinforced. But if you put it into the enrichment chamber first, it'll turn into compressed redstone, and then you'll get 10 processes out of it. And we have the osmium compressor, so you put osmium in here, and I don't know if you can use it for anything else, but you can put refined obsidian dust up here, and you'll get an obsidian ingot. So that might be our future armor, because right now we have the black worm coat from the anime battle mod, which adds a lot of powerful 3D modeled weapons, as you can see. That has almost twice the attack damage of diamond. We have on our backs we have the adventure backpack from the adventure backpack mod, and I use the mine menu right here, and we can open that up, and you can see we have the Dragonov from Flans, so we have the guns, we have some ammo for it. The adventure backpack comes with internal tanks, so we can store up to 8 buckets of 2 types of fluid in here. Crafting, it's got some quick select tools, so if I shift and scroll, it'll automatically be put in that, and once you have 3 tools to swap out with, you can just switch between them in 1 slot, and that's really helpful. We have the hang glider, and that's just a basic transportation. We've got our furnace generator, so we just put some coal in here and it gives us power, and that's getting transported from the universal cables. We've got our digital miner, which this thing is amazing. I've just got another furnace generator attached to it. But what you do is you place it down, you power it, and you go into the config, and you do a new filter. Oh. Wait, oh, I thought he was running. You go into the config, and I always use the ore dictionary, so you can type in ore gold, and it'll start searching for all the gold it can within a certain radius. Right here, let's put it to 99. How big it? Yeah, 32. That's what I thought. And you press start, and It's also looking for iron and diamonds, so that's why we have 2,000. But it's going to get me 2,090 blocks of either iron. It's going to mine all the diamonds, gold, and iron below. But it needs more coal to power it. There we go. We'll just keep that running. Now let's see. Can we see it do something? Oh, you can see it already did one, so it must have done an iron. Probably not getting it fast enough to... Oh, there it went. I've cleaned up the roads because I've recycled the gravel into making flint. We've got the roads, and we have the nice huge tile cobblestone from Chisel. And this portal is to the mining dimension. And that is a godsend for quarries and all that. So we go in here, and you press crouch, and it'll take a minute. There it goes. Now this is just, it's a flat world. There. And it's, you start out at like Y80. Something similar. Oh. Oh, well, I must have shifted twice, so we'll not go through the loading screen. But it's just a flat world where you can mine, and so you don't have to destroy your world with quarries and have huge holes. We have the Torturino mod, which is one of those overpowered mods I was talking about in the first episode to kind of speed up the processes so we can get to endgame quicker. Because watch, if I break the dye crop, which is from Magical Crops, and it allows us to turn its essence into any dye we want besides lapis. And I'll do a more of a spotlight when we make a big farm for the magical crops, so I'm not going to go into too much detail right now, but we break it and we get the essence and we get the seed. And if we plant the seed, and it's right next to this Torturino, which has a 9x9 area of effectiveness, and right now it's speeding up all things that run off ticks by 400%. So you saw how fast that grew. And it's pretty much instant, so that's helpful. I don't think I've really changed anything else in the village itself. So I figure we'll start making that jetpack. The Mekanism. Nope. What am I doing? I can just do jetpack. And it's up here in the corner. It's a nice 3D model. And it's not too expensive. You just need the basic control circuit, a gas tank, which is osmium, and tin, and some steel up top. But it runs off hydrogen. So to get the hydrogen, you need an electrolytic separator. And you can pump water into that and it'll make hydrogen. So we need the electrolytic core. So let's go get some of the gold. This thing should have, yep, it pulled out at least as much gold as we need. And we have to take this off. Otherwise it's going to automatically pump it and smelt it. Because we only need one of them. And you saw how it's automatically going into here. Or it was. There we go. And then we need 2 osmium dust. And that's going to be 1 iron dust. Alright. And here, we'll do it here just so we can leave it. Because this is the project table from Tinker's. And I can back out of it and all the contents will stay in there. And then we need the reinforced alloy. I sort of discussed how these are made. You put redstone and iron into the metallurgic infuser. Alright. That's some of these. There we are. I think we'll set this up outside because we don't really have room for it inside anymore. Now, we need to make a bucket to transport some water up from the lake that we have near our property. I'll put this away. Now, I want to use the no. Yeah, I guess we can. Transfer node. The transfer node for liquids from extra utilities. Because this can be the fastest way to pump water into anywhere if you use enough world interaction upgrades on it. So, we need... No, I have pearls set up in here if I can feed it enough EMC. Yeah. So let's feed it a bit of gold just so we can get an ender pearl so we can get 4 of them. You there, you there. Iron, lapis, and we need the sorting pipes. And again, I'm out of lapis. Or iron, but I just remembered. Here, we'll go to sleep. I just remembered I've had that pulling up iron, so we should have a butt ton of it. Come on. We'll just do 64 for now. And what we can do with these slime balls is we can teach it to the transmutation table, and then we can turn 32 EMC in the future into 1 slime ball. So you see it learned. Now we can do slime, and we can have just stacks upon it, stacks of it. So that's nice. Oh, this isn't set right. Alright. This. Now it's glass, redstone. Yep, redstone. And not in stone. Alright. Do I have any glass left over? I know I've taught it to the transmutation table. There we go. Now we're going to need a world interaction upgrade, which you need to make a pick for. And that's 4 lapis and 4 iron. And that means when we place the transfer node above an infinite source of water, it'll start pulling it. And the more of those interaction upgrades we put in, that's a werewolf, but he's not. We need a bucket, right? Oh, okay. Alright. 3 iron. Oh, we have a slime soul aspect from practicalities. There we are. Oh, we need food. Did I mess up? Is this just my computer being slow again? Oh yeah, look at that. There it is. Alright, so we place that there. Place that there. Break that. Gonna need to place that in there and it'll... See, look at that. Look how quick it is getting buckets of water. No. I didn't need that one. Alright, so this side, yep. It's filling up, and we're getting hydrogen. So now we just need to make the jetpack for it. So that needed steel. Do I have any leftover steel? Not enough. I need to set this to start pulling up some coal. I've gotten this glitch with the digital miner, where sometimes if you stop it, it will not let you access the config. It'll just boot you out of the entire GUI. So ore, coal. There we go, start. Now we're getting some coal. And that should be enough, because we can put this one coal into the enrichment chamber and get some compressed carbon. And we've run out of power there, so does this have a burn time? No. Start getting a bit more power. Metallurgic infuser. Oh. Now how much do we have here? So we can do, oh hello. We can do 9. We can make 9 steel. And while we're doing that, what did we need to make the gas chamber? It was some type of dust. Iron dust. Ooh, can we quick snag one? No, because that's steel. Okay, you're gonna transform before. There we go. That was a werewolf from the Mo Creatures mod, so when nighttime comes it turns into a werewolf. And they're not quite as easy to kill when they're in the beast form. Huh? Thought the Dragonov was stronger than that. Alright. We can feed this, this. Ooh, let me grab one. Alright, there we go. Now we need 8 osmium. There we go. Put that in there. And then it needed just some tin. control circuit. Wait, where's the 10? Now we're just waiting on the steel. And we're out of power again. So hopefully we've gotten some more coal. I'll have a better power system next episode, but right now I haven't been running this many machines so far, so it hasn't been an issue. And steel. I'm thinking big reactor eventually, or the Mekanism reactor. This isn't going to be next episode, but here we go. Oh right, because we've got the electrolytic separator running. And we'll just dump the oxygen. That's going to take a lot of hydrogen. Alright. But is it working? Basically. Look at that. How much does it use? It doesn't use too much. So we've got an awesome looking jetpack underneath our backpack. Sweet. That is going to be really nice. Alright. So I think I might wrap up the episode here. Next time we'll have a lot better power generation. I'm thinking about making an actual base somewhere, so we're not just living in the leftovers of this village where there's like 2 villagers alive, if you can see up in the I was just pointing to the screen. There's 2 villages left over here, but other than that, basically everyone's died, which is cheery. These are probably locked in ones. Oh, maybe not. So we have a regular villager and one from our... Are you kidding me? Maybe with a... Oh, we have 3. For ale, that's what's up. And some melon. That's... So not the best trades, so... Meh. But yeah, so... Next episode we should have advanced a lot farther. So... If you have enjoyed the video, if you have learned anything from it, a like and subscribe would be much appreciated. It doesn't take anything more than a second out of your day, and it really helps. But until next episode, I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.
You'll get lost in that fog.